extension tab itself. I will show you how you are going to create the data extension. Okay. Look, I haven't discussed many things about data extension that I know I should take before taking this question, but because I promised all of you that we're going to see how the Salesforce Marketing Cloud look like and how it is going to work in the real environment. And that is the reason I just started with. But at least 10 minutes of session, theory session you require before coming into the data extension. But I will try to make it easy for you in the real-time environment itself. I'm just going to click on this create button and it will going to create the data extension for me. Okay. So when you are going to see that, as you can see that there is a three option. Okay. So what are the three action? That is the standard data extension first. Second is what? Filtered data extension. And the third one is random data extension. Generally, when you use the when you are going to create the data extension, you are going to create the standard data extension because you are going to import the data, you are going to insert the data from your external third-party sources. Filter data extension is going to work when you are going to filter the data from the existing DE. Because if you don't have any DE, how you are going to filter the data? So obviously you have some DE already exist, some data is already in your system in some of the DE. Then obviously you can create a filter over that and then filter. After having a filter, suppose that you have a 1000 record. Out of those records, you had created a filter. Like I wanted to get a data from the previous campaign who had opened and clicked the emails. Okay. So I only interested in those people who are opening my emails and clicking on the emails. So might be 200 record out of that 1000. So I am filtering the data from 1000 to I'm coming into the 200. And that 200 data, I know this is in front of me, but it will going to be saved somewhere, right? And where we are going to save it? We are going to save it in a filter data extension. Okay. Now, this random data extension, what you are going to use, you can see the randomly data and that you are going to save the data randomly, select the subscriber from the source data extension and randomly it will save some of the data for you. Okay. That random data, you can make it in a chunks of, like you have a 2000 record. So you can make a chunk of 200, 200, 200. So total 10 random data extension will create. If you have a 2000 data and if you are going to create in a 100,000 chunks, so there is a two random data extension will create. Means you are separating the standard data extension into a two part, like 2000 data converted into a two parts. So that you can do using the random data extension. So generally, all these things will become a complicated because I started with, and I'm sharing with sharing all these data extension. But if you are not getting it, just one line, and that is going to make it easy for you. Most of the time, when you are going to start working on that, you will going to use the standard data extension for the at least 1 or 2 months. Okay, in your learning phase. So I'm going to click on this standard data extension, and as you can see that what is coming here. So it is going to ask you create from new, create from existing, and create from template. So obviously, new means something you are going to create from scratch. Second, create from existing. What does this mean by existing? Means some of the properties from the before so from the previous DE that you can use it here like a template, but template is different. Template is something that is you already defined and that you can apply here, that you can select here. But create from existing DE, it means what? If one DE I already created earlier, and in that DE I mark email ID is the primary key. Okay, it can be mobile B as a primary key, but sake of example, I'm telling you that email is the primary key. In that case, when I'm going to click on this create from existing, in this email ID is also email ID will be the primary key. Okay, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start from basic. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click my what I can do demo list. What are the today date? 13th update. Okay. You should remember it. We're going to use it in the next session as well. The same list I'm going to use it. So external key is there. I'm not going to use that. Description, you should mark it down. You should do the description to remind yourself that why we are creating it. So suppose that I'm writing here I am creating this D for demo in the SFMC session. I will use it later, this D for exploration. Okay. Oh, somehow I created some special character. I don't know where I created a special character. I'm just deleting everything. So now it is coming the standard. I already selected the standard data extension. So obviously it is saying that you had a standard data extension. So whatever I'm creating is I'm creating a standard data extension. Now what are the locations? So I'm putting it in a data extension tab itself. If you are seeing in the background here, you can see that this is the location where I am saving my data. You can save in any other folder as well. If you are going to create your own folder, you can change the location here and you can create according to your new location. Okay. So now, is this sendable? So mark it yes. So this is the sendable. Means what? Whatever the data we are going to put here, that I can do the campaign. And that is I talked about earlier that D is having a two type, the sendable and non-sendable. So I'm going to create a sendable. If it is sendable, there is a chances of is testable. Means we can use this data the campaign. If I'm going to put it not testable, it means no, then we can't take the as a test D. Okay. So next, pretension setting that I'm going to mark it here because it is showing that we can delete the data after 30 days, 180 days. That is going to be used according to our setting. So for now, I'm going to off it. Okay. Now apply to it is all these options will going to be enabled if I'm going to make it a on. Okay. So I'm not going to use the retention. I'm going to make it as it is. Now, this is something that we are going to be more interested in. Okay. So now you can see that this is the already one field you will see name. Name is having a data type text. So there are multiple data types. Text, number, date, boolean, email address, phone, decimal, token. There are multiple data. Right? Out of that, I'm going to add many other data, many other field as well. Okay, that you can use. If I'm not interested in anything, that we can do as well. We can simply create, and it will going to create. Now, before you go ahead, first you should add few of the data, and in that way we are going to create the campaign. Okay. For now, if I'm going to show you, this is the delete. And now here you can see that if I'm going to, 1 second, it is not coming up properly. I have to refresh this. Might be I will lose the data. Whatever I created earlier, it might be I will going to lose because I had to save. Okay, I'm going to create a standard. Okay, I'm going to put the name. It's sendable. Next, next. Okay, okay, just create it. Sorry, I have to put the data, and here we are not getting this error. I'm getting this because this is the send concept. Means what? That I'm going to tell you that what is this? This is going to tell you that the subscriber key, that is the unique key. Okay, the subscriber key is what will be the unique. So here you have to put the data over here. Okay, so as you can see that suppose I'm going to put the name. Still I'm putting name. I'm going to put in email. I'm going to use age maybe, position maybe, position of my, maybe age is confidential. Don't going to take age. So now this is the name. Name is always be a text field. I'm not going to make it a primary, but email is a data type that must be a email. Okay, so I'm taking it a email. So this email will be is our primary key as well. So I'm going to mark it a primary key, means no one can create with the same email ID, and they are not going to subscribe with the same mail ID 2 times. Okay, that is the email ID is my primary key. Now name must be I wanted to be a non-nullable. So I'm not going to put the nullable. Means what? What is the meaning of nullable? Means some of the data. Suppose that I'm going to put mobile number here. Then I can explain it more better. Mobile number. What are the primary key? What are the data type for this phone? Okay. Now, as you can see that maybe I'm only interested to get the email ID and name of the person. I'm not interested in getting their mobile number because people are hesitate to give their mobile number. That is more concerning for him as a putting the data on any platform. So they don't want to share. In that case, I'm going to mark it a nullable. It means they can choose I don't want it to put phone number. Means that's also okay. If they are not putting the phone number, that's also fine. If they are not putting their position, that's also fine. But in the case of name, you can this is not a primary key. This is not nullable as well. Means they have to put the data name. Okay. Now this fourth field I took. Now what we are going to do? I'm going to set the relationship. So I'm going to set the relationship with email because that is something I am expecting as a primary key, and that will must be the unique, and that will be our subscriber key. And don't change this relationship every because it will increase the duplicacy of your data. Okay. Now if I'm going to create, your data will be your DE will be created. So whatever the DE we have created, we are going to search in this list. So I'm going to write down here demo. We had a 13 update. Yeah, this one. So that data we had created. So I'm going to show you that this is the zero record, and the data we had created is field we had created name, email, name, position, and mobile number. These are the data type that we had created. Length, primary key, all are we had created as you can see it here. Okay, and that all are locked now. Now one thing, as you can see in this part, here is the record part. You will see there is no record. Okay, and there is a other property as well that you can see. Now the point is we have no any record and we have to put the record here. So in the next session, what we are going to do, I will going to create a CSV file with all these field. Okay. And then I will show you to import the data. And here, if you are going to click on this import wizard, we're going to open. Okay. That is called import wizard. If you are going to click on this, there will be a coming and you can import the data directly over here. Okay. Hopefully you will see that. Yeah, it is. I thought it is coming as a prompt, as a pop-up. Might be not visible to all of you. So it is this. So this is the prompt that is called import wizard, and using this we can import the data in the next session. Okay. For this session for today, I show you the basics of overview of the email studio, what is the DE and how to create the DE. Next session we're going to discuss the various other important part of data extension. We are also going to discuss the key component of what is called as the key component of marketing cloud. As you can see that I left some of the topic here: IP bargaining, A/B testing, import activity, import wizard. That the import wizard that I show you right now. Data filter activity, SQL query. So there are a lot of things I just started with. So we will going to cover these things, and then I will show you how to import the data into the data exchange. So this is it. I already did this marketing cloud overview. So now this is the time for the question. So I will be going to take some of the question if you have. So you can ask the question. I will be ready to answer your question. Okay. So yes, I'm here and I will be happy to take your questions. If you're asking me, I'm going to read that. Friends, please go slow because your screen is lagging. Okay, now I think uh, your message was too old. Hopefully you understood now. Can I use Email Studio in Trailhead? Email Studio in Trailhead, you can use the concept of Email Studio using in a trail mix and module and in trails. You can learn more about the Email Studio, but you can't use the Email Studio software. What was the most complex use case you have come across when working with Email Studio? Oh, you're asking the question that will take at least uh, 20 minutes even to explain you what are the most complex. And complexity also depend upon the mindset. Okay, sometimes might be easy for something is easy for me, and sometimes it will be complex to you. So it's all depend upon the which is going to hit me and going to extracting more from me. That will be the complex. So something is complex for you, something is easy for me. So it's all about the perspective how you are seeing on the any case or any studio you are working there. So what is the real-time example of DE in SFMC? There are a lot of example, real-time example. Like suppose that you are going to import the student database every day or customer data from your outlet. Any event you are doing and you are collecting the email IDs of the event attendee, and you wanted to send them marketing emails, and you have a consent. So you are going to import those data. Where you are going to import those data? You are going to import into a DE itself. So that is the examples of a real-time example of DE in SFMC. Means whenever you have a data, you are going to import into a DE itself. Mickey. So Pramod, hopefully I covered your doubt. Mickey, what is the significance of non-sendable data extension if can't be sent? Okay. There are a lot of significance. Sometimes you are storing the data that is like a campaign analytics. Okay, some of the data you are just having a tracking data like open rate, click rate, conversion rate that you wanted to store in a data extension. So you don't want to send that. Some of the data extension that is suppose that you are creating. Okay, you don't want to send those emails any email campaign. Now you don't know about the suppress list, so how could I tell you more about it right now? But yes, there are many use cases that you can find it. Sendable data is very useful. And that is the reason data extension can be sendable or non-sendable. Mayur Dhuri, what is the difference between subscriber and contact? Hmm. Contact and subscriber almost that you are going to see that when you are going to somebody is going to put your email ID and they are giving a consent to your platform, maybe on downloading the ebook and they are submitting the form on your website. They are becoming a subscriber and you will save that subscriber into your contact. Okay. So, okay, sir, I have a question. Why did you say that in the initial days person should use your data extension but not the rest of the what? I'm not getting the question. Person should use your data extension but not the rest of the. I'm not getting the question. Can't we create data into a database instead of CSV or any other resource? Uh, Kamakshi Agrawal, can't we create a data into a database instead of CSV or any other resource? You are not creating a data in CSV. You are just, if somebody is giving you the data, suppose, and it can be any form. It can be text, it can be CSV, it can be Excel, it can be in a database. But if you have to do the campaign over that, even in a database you are storing, that data need to be exported and imported into a Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Okay, so you can store the data anywhere you want, but that data need to be connected with the Salesforce Marketing Cloud using the import activity, Automation Studio. You can use and you can perform. You can use API to import the data from your database or from your website into the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. But thing is, you have to store the data in. The data should be in Salesforce Marketing Cloud to do the campaign. Okay. Sagar Vaidya, whenever the next session scheduled and where I can find this video recording. Okay. we not find in our website, in our YouTube channel as well. And next session will be going to be after 2 weeks. Okay, that I promised that after 2 weeks we're going to do the sessions. The reason is regular week is not possible for me. There are many other events going on, so it will going to class as well. And you also have to work on your skill set. Like I today I took one session of 45 minutes, and I gave you a lot of scope like that where you have to learn about. I gave you one of the para that I completely skip it because you can learn it from the uh, other resources as well. Okay, so as you can see, Assis has already shared you the link, and that link you can use for the finding the previous sessions as well. If you have any question, you can ask me again, and then we will going to wrap up. It's already we are heading to the 1 hours. So anybody have any question, you can ask me. Can you please share the Trailhead link? Okay, Trailhead link. You can do one thing. Just Google Salesforce Marketing Cloud Trailhead, Trailhead Trailmix. Okay, so there are many link you will find, and just go through it because right now I don't have an email. I don't have a link exactly. So I can't give you the exact link that you are looking for. I have to also do the Google. Can you share the website name, please, where we can practice SQL? SQL, where you can practice. Practice you can do on W3 School is very good site. There you can do the practice very well because whatever they teach you, they will give you the prompt. Then you don't have to install any software. Simply you can do the query and you can get the result. By default, some of the tables they also provide. Chandrika, is there any dev org for this marketing cloud? No, there is no dev org for marketing cloud. And that is the reason this session are important because if you are coming here, we're going to tell you the live environment and maybe we're going to do the live Q&A with all of you with the audio on as well required, and we will find it that we can do. Then certainly we will do it. So in that case, we can take your doubt very quickly. Now, for now, there is no any scope of free marketing cloud or any demo org. Okay, because this is not the dev org that you are asking, Chandrika. This is the marketing cloud org. Dev org is already available for 7 days or 30 days demo. Okay, but Salesforce Marketing Cloud is not allowed because of the many reasons that you are going to know in the session itself. That why it is not free till now. If it is free, you will going to misuse it. Very, very, uh, very chances that you will going to misuse it. So it is not possible to give the free org. Okay, so questions keep coming. Anything else? Thank you. Thank you everyone for attending this session. I hope it is going to helpful to all of you. And I tried my best from my side, and still I'm doing it because I know you all are very passionate about it and you also wanted to learn it. My objective about this session is always to give you the direct insight, the thing that I learned and that I'm going to help you in the same way. Most of the session that I'm going to plan is 15 to 20 minutes will be the live demo on the marketing cloud itself because you all are giving me the question like where I could get the demo version of this account. So I can provide you the demo, but at the same time demo account, but at the same time I will give you the 20 to 30 minutes demo every day and 20 to 30 minutes as a theory. That is also very important, and that I will give you as a theory for next first 30 minutes as a theory and next 30 minutes as I will going to give you the demo on the live application that I will going to do from the every session now onwards that I did it today and will going to do it from the next session as well. From the next session, I will going to discuss only thing that I'm going to discuss in the demo. So first is the theory, and the same theory we're going to do it in the practical. So that is I'm going to plan, and hopefully it will be more helpful to all of you. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, Kamakshi, Chandrika, Prasant, uh, Megesh, Umesh, Pramod Patil, Mickey, Pallavi, Chandrika, Sipra, John Peter. Thank you everyone for joining this session. We're going to see you in the next session and hopefully we'll get the notification for that. Okay. So Ashish, we had to wrap up the session and accordingly, we will going to connect in the upcoming session. We're going to announce the next session and we're going to connect again. Okay.
Sure, Prince. Thank you everyone for joining, and thanks Prince for sharing the live demo on Marketing Cloud. And we are I've shared the WhatsApp group link in the chat, so you can join. And we when the next session will schedule, then we will share the link in the chat also, and also we will share on the over the social media line, LinkedIn and Twitter also, so you can get the update from there. So, and also I will announce the swag winner on the LinkedIn or Twitter, and also I will share in the group. So thank you everyone, thanks for joining, and thanks for Prince for the live session also.
Thank you. Thank you everyone.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye. Good night.